Greetings Diecast racing fans, Sharky here and welcome back to Sharky's Garage for a really interesting different video. Today we are talking about the SF5 double track race set from Matchbox. This one was a Christmas present in 1971 and I bought it from the guy that got it. Mark and his siblings Ian, Claire and Alison got this as part of their Christmas in 1971. Later on it moved on to him and then it went through all of his kids and he wanted to move it on. It came up on Facebook Marketplace and this was the picture I saw. The other bits are off to the side. I contacted him because I couldn't believe he only wanted £10 for it. So I went and collected it and we're going to be talking about this today. Before we get into the main part of the video, don't forget to use the usual things, like, comment and subscribe. So the two cars at the bottom didn't come with it, but the original set did come with a white GT40 and a blue Lotus. Well, I've gone through my collection and I've pulled out a blue GT40 and my white Lotus. I also have coffee because it's early in the morning. It also came with the stand, which I'm going to try and get in front of the camera now, here on the wooden thing as shown in the photo. I'm going to reuse that stand for mounting other stuff up. I'm also going to unscrew the clip clamp from the top of the stand to show you that in a second. So let me get things moved around and we'll have a better look at this. So I don't think that this has been off here for a very long time. That was the screw, and that's actually quite tall. That's up to nearly my hip. That's over a metre tall, I think. That's going to be very useful. I'm going to reuse that probably for the drift track launch point. So we've got this done. We can see that it's got the Matchbox Superfast on it. It has a lock over to hold the cars on the top here. Let's turn it around that way. You can see all of that. Right, let's get the box out. I mean, the box is still in very good condition. You see Leslie Products & Co, London, England. We'll go over the box first and then go into it. Because of the size of the box, it's going to be difficult to get everything in screen. I remember having something like this with this finish gate system. I wasn't born until 1975, so people can work out how long ago that is. But look at this box. So this is the SF5 double track set. You can see there, plan was an outward loop and then coming together with corner protectors. I'll probably take some really good photos of the box. There's a lot of dust on it. Let's flip it up on its back. You can see the sellotape was actually given some protection here. I'd originally planned for attaching to the edge of a table. It's French. Looks like German. Italian on the back here, and then the English in here. To join the track, push joiner halfway into the groove on the underside of the track, slide next track into the half. Assemble layout as illustrated above with a position of 30 degree curves as shown. To secure starting gate, open jaws and clamp to table or narrow surface. Clip track into groove on the banked curve for fixing probably 10 inches from the curve. To fasten down, a weight can be used. Slide underside of track into the fittings. So that's all on here. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. I am so honoured that I was able to get this from Mark. His kids have all grown up, his grandkids are all grown up, and we got to this point, and it's all here with the exception of the cars, and that's something of itself. I am just, yeah. Let me pause so I can use both hands to get it out of the box. So built into the box is the piece that holds all of the track here, and then there's another box you'll see underneath that slides in with all the other bits, and now we'll pull those out. Right, oh sorry, I just stood on the base of the tripod, and let's just secure that up a little bit. That's better. Right, so track pieces. Yellow track, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. 2, 4, 6, 8. Free spider with that one. 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. We might be one piece down on that, but maybe not. I don't know. I can't see how. Yeah, it should be 18, I think. What does it say? 16. So we've got an extra piece. So we've got 17 pieces where there should have been 16. Oh, we have the finish gate, and that works. You put that up there, you put the two things in here, and then when the car goes through, the flag drops. Very simple, but again, the condition of it. See the super fast, made by Lesney. We showed you over the start gate. The start gate has a drop on it, but it also has, locked to one side, a lock point and then a drop. We've got the original instructions. So the FS1 speed set, which is a straight single track. The SF2 loop set, one superfast car, 12-foot superfast track. So they might have had some other track, which is where the extra one comes from. The SF3 curve and space loop set. The SF4 double loop race set. And this one, the SF5 double track race set. 2 superfast cars, 32 feet of superfast track, so 2 16-foot tracks, 2 180 degree curves, 4 30-degree curves, 1 start grid and clamp, 1 finish gate, 12 joiners, 4 track retainers, 1 set of decals, and 1 catalogue, which is this. So this was the king of them all, the best of the best that was available at that time. Trademark Matchbox, owned by Lesney Products & Co, manufacturing Matchbox models, Lee Conservancy Road, London, E9, copyright Lesney Products & Co, 1968, all rights reserved. So that's the catalogue. I will get it folded. I will hopefully get it so that it will be nice and flat by putting something on top of it. But again, wow, that has survived this long as part of this. Now I have grabbed my tape measure. So each of the pieces of track are, because obviously this is back in the Imperial age, 23 and 6/8. Okay, which works out to be just under 60.5 centimeters. Thought that was an interesting little factoid. I've got some weight on the catalogue. Now there was some repairs. Apparently, Mark said one of his brother or his sister, one of his siblings, had stood on this piece and cracked it. So this has had some repair and looks to be quite well done in how that's been done. It's got one of the broken off bits there. That's the 180 turn. That's the 30. There's a second 30. Here's the other 180. So the 180s, you slide the track in and it grips and holds it and turns it, which I think is quite a cool idea. That one's all good, perfect. There's the... I may use these for racing, but then I may not, because I may keep it together, unless somebody makes me a silly offer, in which case, you know, a collector might want this. So I've got 4 of the 30s. We've got the other end of the box that came off. They must have lost a connector at some point, because they've made one out of a piece of ruler. Let's get those bits out. I can put the box off to one side. That in the front there. So there's 4 of these track supports. To basically, you attach these to this and you can screw it down to something. See on there, Matchbox Superfast, made in England by Lesney. With the part number. There's 4 of those. So everything is here, with the exception of the cars. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 track connectors. That was a clever use of a ruler to make another track connector. Track connectors, again, with a part number. Matchbox Superfast. So if we double check against the parts list, we should have 12 of those. We've got 10, so we are short 2 track connectors. 2 of the big banks, 2 cars, 4 of those, 4 of those. Yeah, so we're actually only missing 3 of those original, 2 from what you need to set it up and that, and we have got an extra piece of track. It's just awesome. This is so awesome. I will set something up in a second so that we can do a little bit of a run of the track. Sorry, I'm a bit emotional. So I'll do that and show off some of the pieces. Right, so it appears that whoever had built the stand, whether it was Dad or whether it was now the person I got it from knew what they were doing, because this is the layout. This is one half of the layout, and obviously the other side. I have been really careful because obviously this is really old plastic. I'm not sure how brittle it is, so I've been really careful with it. I ran the blue car off camera through, and you can see that the finish gate has got the that there. What I might do actually is run one of these off of the end of that, the other side of that, and move that further up so you can see it a little bit better. Then I'm going to run the blue car down and the white car down, and the bank at the far end I'll show you is really, really steep, but you've got to have a lot of height to get it and whatever. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, and then you've got the bank, which is the 5th. Then you've got a run-off piece into the first bend, into the second bend, and then the final straight to the finish. Right, I've added a blue one onto the end to curve it through, so you should be able to see everything. I think you can see everything in the track. The blue car's up at the top of the track. We'll run it through, and you should be able, I'll do another one lower down to show you how the flag works at the bottom. So, excuse me walking in front of the screen. Hopefully that's all working. 3, 2, 1, race. How cool is that? Going to run the blue car again because it gives a better contrast. 3, 2, 1, race. We'll show you the bank curve and it running around the bank curve at the far end. Right, I'll show you the bank curve, I'll show the blue car, and then I'll put the white car down as well. 3, 2, 1, race. White car. And show you the finish line from the other side. 3, 2, 1, race. Oh, the blue car went too fast around the corner. Let's see if it can make it this time. It made it a couple of times before, so I don't know what the issue is there. Maybe the track's moved slightly. So you can see that it locks it through. So it just struck me. This will be 54 years old this Christmas, and it still runs as good as the day it was made. So I thought it was interesting how the track attaches. So it clips into the lip around the outside. So that clips into there all the way around. So I thought I'd just show you that. Right, folks. So there it is, the 54-year-old Matchbox Superfast SF5 double track race track. As good today as it was back in 1971, and can you imagine what it would have been like on Christmas morning to find out that Father Christmas had delivered this to you. It's unfortunate it hasn't got the original cars, but apart from that, and missing 3 of the track connectors, everything is there. It's amazing. It's amazing. I don't know whether I will use these bits. I don't think I'll use the yellow track, but those might work. But yeah, it's just an amazing thing to have and to own. And thank you to Mark for allowing me now to be the custodian, the caretaker of this piece of history. That's it, folks. Thanks very much for watching. Next week we will be back with episode 2, Group A of the Daily Driver Shootout, seeing the first 8 cars go down the wing over track at Vulcan Raceway and see who's going to go on to the top 8 and the bottom 8. The week after will be Group B, and then there'll be something different again. Let me know down in the comments section what you think of this and what you would like to see done with it, if anything. And yeah, let me know if you got something like this as a child. Maybe you got one of the other sets. Obviously the SS5 was the biggest, baddest, best one of the lot, but there was a jump set as well. Looking on the manual that I am, as I say, I'm going to press it and try and get it to do. But when you look at on this last page here. It shows at the bottom here the loop stuff. It shows the leap pack. You can buy curve pack. You can get the double track race pack with the curves. You can get the Grand Prix pack, which has the start grid and the finish grid. So yeah, I'll just leave you with that image for today. Thanks very much for watching. We'll catch you all again soon.